And we're worshiping in a different context, aren't we? We're working with guests from the Jewish and Muslim faith communities who are here and present and outside our, you know, in the old days, in the 1800s, they called the building where the church met, it was called a meeting house. So they are outside of our meeting house, tearing off boards that could have been gone a couple of days ago, painting and priming. And I want to warn you, if you've kind of gotten used to this white look, we've got red paint for the doors.
This is a very old church. It's over 104 years old. There's a lot of repairs, and I really personally appreciate anyone that's come in here and done the thing that they've done here, because it's something that really needed to be done.
You take a guy like me, I'm older than he is, I'm 75 years old. So it's so much here that I can't do it at that age. So we can get some young people in, relieve us, especially me, and I can go sit down.
The mission of Austin Area Interreligious Ministries, or AIM, is to bring people together around the notion of doing good in the community. We try to build bridges between different faith traditions and different cultures that call Austin home. And we think that hands-on housing is kind of our key central expression of that. We repair houses, and in today's case, a church, and we use volunteers from all different kinds of communities, and they spend the day together doing good, doing something really positive, and getting to know each other in the process. One of our clients, an elderly woman who happens to be a member of this congregation, approached us and said, do y'all ever fix churches? And we thought, well, not really, but we asked our volunteers what they thought about the idea, and the response from the Jewish and Muslim communities was overwhelming. They really wanted to help.
Okay, Sam, grab this end of the board.
When there's somebody in need in your community, if you can help them out, it feels good. And it's actually a commandment. I know it's a commandment in my religion, and I'm pretty sure it's a commandment in Islam too, to help your neighbor. The Muslims after 9/11 reached out to the different interfaith groups, and ours happened to be the Jewish Muslim group, and which took a lot of courage on both parts, because there's bad history between the two groups. But it's worked out wonderfully, because there've been a lot of friendships that have developed over the past 6-7 years.
This used to be black. Covered
Really?
in mold,
Wow.
rotten wood.
Wow.
When AIM said, no, we want to do it, and we want to bring people from other faiths, it not only kind of overwhelmed me from the point of view of we're going to be able to really take care of this, you know, facility that we call God's house, but that we have people that we share community with, yet we have very different faith lives and locations, and that we're crossing these boundaries to remember who we are as people of faith. And that opportunity to come together in Austin, it just doesn't happen very often.
This is what I call unity in the community, when all the faiths come together to help out.
I've really enjoyed talking to Cyril, and it just, you know, it brings me back to the point that we're really not that different. I've learned a lot about her family and things that she's done, and, you know, the way she's raised her kids. I've just made a friend, and I think that's what this is about too, right?
I'm really grateful, actually, to have this opportunity. I do a lot of the kinds of things where you send money or you go to meetings, and those are great, and those are important, those are needed, but I really like getting in there and doing something where I can see the difference.
I've seen this church be
flooded with people. Pick up church chairs every Sunday. And I've seen it go down to where it is right now. I really never were really so saddened that I thought we was just going to go down, down, down the hill, because I realized what God said a long time ago. You may worship here, but that a time will come that you may not have a place to worship. You may have to worship out there under the trees. Well, I was ready for that. I've enjoyed this day. These are tears of joy, children. These are tears of joy. Because God has answered my prayer. And I didn't know how He was going to do it. I never even thought it was going to come this way.
This porch now will hold a 500-pound man, and it won't even bend.
And before it wouldn't really hold a 20-pound dog.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it did a great job.
They've done a tremendous job on it.
We repair homes primarily in the East Austin area. Our typical client is 70+ years old. The youngest, I think, amount of time that someone's been in a house is probably around 13 years. Sometimes it's up to 50 or 60 years. Gentrification is all around our clients' homes, obviously, and so we're trying to we repair the homes. We don't build any homes, but we repair homes to help people stay in their home.
My porch was beat up so bad, you could hardly walk on it, but I was able to deal with it, but Kathy didn't think so. She said, you need a new porch. My back door, it wasn't locking real good, but I could make out. But Kathy said, you need a new back door. It even looks larger.
You are just like
her. Now. What they done, they looked at her porch over there and they came and done this over here. And now I don't have to worry about my grandchildren running backwards and forwards off the porch.
And they can play up here.
They can play up here and put their dog place out here and everything.
Yeah.
It is very, very nice. I couldn't ask for anything else.
The heart of this program is letting elderly people know that they're not forgotten.
I've been the member of this church 35 years. Since Pastor Amy came to our church, it's taken our church, Bethany Christian Church, to another level, and I'm glad that Amy came.
As a volunteer, often you're doing something that's a gift to somebody else, but you're the one who really receives the blessing. You're the one who grows at the end of the day. When you see the gratitude of the individuals involved and how thankful they are, you've grown as a result. You really change, and that, I think, is the gift for the volunteer.
Martin Luther King died for a change. Jesus Christ died for a change. That was the first one to die for a change. And we're showing right now that we have a big change coming, whether they like it or not.
Oh, yes. Well, I think it's what they did I have never seen before.
Become a Docublogger. Log on to Docubloggers.org to share your opinions and story ideas, or get out your camera and create your own docublog.